Hey friends, today we're going to talk about the 10 most amazing temples and mosques in the world. These religious places aren't just symbols of faith and devotion, but are also famous worldwide for their unique architecture and fascinating history. Whether it's the remarkable ancient structures or the spiritual stories tied to them, these temples and mosques hold a special charm. So let's begin this wonderful journey and learn about these incredible spiritual sites that have been centers of faith for centuries. Number 1. Tanah Lot. Tanah Lot is one of Bali's most famous spots. Known for its beautiful sea temple and unique location, it sits on a rocky formation in the middle of the Indian Ocean's strong waves. There are 7 sea temples along Bali's coast, which together form a spiritual wall of protection against evil forces. According to legend, this temple was established in the 16th century by a revered saint who is now highly respected in Balinese culture. The caves around the temple, visible when the tide recedes, are home to guardian serpents often associated with Lord Shiva. Number 2. Blue Mosque. The Blue Mosque, also known as Ali's Mosque, is located in Mazar-e-Sharif, Afghanistan. It is famous for its stunning architecture and the white doves that surround it. According to an ancient legend, if a colored feathered pigeon enters the mosque, its feathers turn completely white. It is said that a Middle Eastern mullah had a dream where he saw the bones of Ali ibn Abi Talib buried in Afghanistan. Following this dream, the Sultan of the Seljuk Empire built a mosque in Ali's memory in the 12th century. Although it was destroyed during Genghis Khan's invasions, it was rebuilt in 1481 and became known as the Blue Mosque. Number 3. Shah Sharab Mosque. Located in Shiraz, Iran, visiting the Shah Sharab Mosque is considered a deeply spiritual experience. The interior is adorned with shining glass and mirror fragments, making the entire place sparkle like a disco ball. The story of this mosque dates back to 900 AD when a traveler saw a glowing light from afar. Upon reaching the source, he discovered a radiant tomb. During excavation, the remains of an important Muslim figure were found, turning the place into a religious site. In the 14th century, Queen Tash Khatun used mirrors in the mosque's decoration, making the light inside glow 1,000 times brighter. Today, it's an important pilgrimage site for Shia Muslims. Number 4. Angkor Wat. Angkor Wat is a Hindu-Buddhist temple complex in Cambodia and an outstanding example of Khmer architecture. It's the world's largest religious structure, certified by the Guinness World Records. Originally built as a Hindu temple, it was converted into a Buddhist temple in the late 12th century. Angkor Wat's design follows 2 major styles, the Temple Mountain and Gallery Temple. It symbolizes Mount Meru, the home of the gods in Hindu mythology. The temple's decorations, including bas-reliefs, pediments, and narrative scenes, make it truly one of a kind. Number 5. Changu Narayan. Changu Narayan, dedicated to Lord Vishnu, is one of the oldest Hindu temples in the Kathmandu Valley. Built in a 2-story pagoda style, it is part of the UNESCO World Heritage Sites in the valley. Despite surviving a fire in 1702 and the Gorkha earthquake of 2015, the temple still stands strong. Surrounding the main temple are stone statues of mythical creatures like lions, elephants, and sarabas, which guard its structure. After the 2015 earthquake, the temple was restored and reopened in November 2017. India is world famous for its rich cultural heritage and ancient architecture. One of these amazing heritages is the Kailash Temple, located in the caves of Ellora in Maharashtra. This temple is the center of attraction for historians and tourists from all over the world due to its unique construction and mysterious history. There are also many mysteries and beliefs associated with the construction of the Kailash Temple. Some people believe that this temple was built by the grace of the gods, while some consider it to be the result of the work of aliens. Given the complexity and time constraints of its construction, the story behind it remains a mystery even today. The Kailash Temple, which is located in cave number 16 of Ellora, was built in the 8th century by King Krishna of the Rashtrakuta dynasty. The temple is dedicated to Lord Shiva and is named after his sacred abode, Mount Kailash. But the most special thing about this temple is that it has been built by cutting a single mountain. Usually in this world, all the buildings are built from bottom to top, whereas this temple was built from top to bottom, which makes it even more amazing. To build this temple, first a huge mountain was chosen, and then hundreds of artisans started cutting the rock from the top. It took about 18 years to remove 3 million tons of rock for this temple. It is surprising to think that despite the limited technology of that time, how would this work have been possible? Such technology still remains a challenge for modern engineers. The design of the Kailash Temple is incredible and highly complex. The main structure of the temple is centered around a Shivalinga, and it also includes statues of different gods, elephant statues, and carvings depicting some scenes from mythology. The stories of Lord Shiva can be seen through grand carvings all around the sanctum sanctorum of the temple. Kailash Temple, this precious jewel of Ellora caves, is a wonderful example of India's rich cultural and religious heritage. This temple is not only a symbol of Indian architecture and art, but it also symbolizes the incomparable creativity and dedication of our ancestors. This temple inspires us to go deep into our roots and know the stories of our history.